loose rock where we're standing, or is it just all? Is
Oh.
the floor covered?
The floor is like, it's kind of like like all the mushrooms and like there's a lot of moss too. So there's a lot of like beige and green moss, and then there's batches of mushroom in it. A lot of that is like encroaching on like the flat like walkway to the point where it's like rounded. There does seem to be a little bit of a walking path, but this is still like moss. To where the point where like you're stepping on moss, and when you lift your foot up, you can see a footprint.
Is can we, the dwarf that we can see, is he overgrown and shit?
He's got some stuff growing out.
Can I see if there's like actual, not really traps, but can I like see if it's just moss that's right there, or is there like something like holding underneath it?
You can bend down and like you sink your like feathered fingers down into it, and you can feel stone underneath through the like the stagnant bed that you guys are standing on. It seems like this is still like stone wall and stone floor.
I guess I'll slowly approach, but
There's nothing with you. Okay,
You want me to throw a rock at him first? Yeah.
I'll probably just slowly, because he said like there was like glowing mushrooms around it too.
There's some like patches of like glowing mushrooms, giving this all like a little bit of a whitish yellow, like very dull light, just enough to make everything very colorful and colors to be seen.
Yeah, I guess I'll still go into slow pace too.
Yeah, so you kind of like creep up to take a look at it. Seems to be like some sort of, it's hard to tell if it's not like very super heavily armored or anything. And a lot of him is like overgrown with mosses and little butt mushrooms and stuff. But yeah, it just looks like a perished dwarf, very sunken in face, clearly dead for quite a while. Make a perception check.
Perception, right?
Yeah.
24.
24. Okay, that's really good, man. He's kind of like on the ground like this, and in one of his hands is like the tips of his fingers seem to be like covered by something. Yeah, it looks like there's something by his hand, but it looks like there's probably like a little bit of like moss over it. It's hard to tell. He's clearly passed away. You can also see with the 24 that his throat seems to be like way more like eroded than like the rest of his skin. So you can see he has skin on his face and some mushroom stuff growing on him, but his skin is for the most part still there, just very like sunken in. Like all of his body fat is like gone and perished. But his throat is just like black, and you can see his all the vertebrae in his neck like going down. His throat is just like, kind of rotten away or something.
How many times can I use detect magic before?
It's what spell slot level is it?
How many times?
2. How many slot levels do you have? Oh no, it's a first level spell slot. And you have 2. So you use one already, so you could use it one more time today.
I guess I will just use it.
Okay. Cast detect magic. Not bank up on anything. Except for there is something giving an aura, kind of, but it's like dull. It looks like it's underneath some like a bed of moss on one of his hands. It's like slight glow.
Can I start chipping at it a little bit?
I mean, it's nothing really to chip at. It's all soft. You can just pull it away, and there is like a very nice the aura. Now that you lift some of the moss away from where it is, his hand is underneath, mostly just bone, little bits of skin left on it. There's a very nice like silk feeling off, like a dull bluish, like light gray glow on one of his fingers.
I guess.
Take that off. His like finger starts to like fall apart. You start to take it off, but you have some sort of magical ring with you.
Hey, Rebecca, what'd you find?
A ring.
Real quick, I'm gonna stop that right there and just ask. They've been gone for some time. You guys be doing anything?
I would probably be like resting because I was mine for an hour.
Okay, got it. Anything else anybody's doing?
I guess I'd like kind of just be worried, kind of.
Okay.
Just for
Are you doing anything about it?
I kind of just said to them, hey dude, do you think you could keep pickaxing the thing so we can get in?
Because you're worried about them.
Yeah.
I'll pick up the pickaxe and start mining.
Got it. As you say that, a ring to them, you do hear this like soft like echo of something way off in the distance. Very echoey. It's hard to tell, but it does sound like something might be like. It sounds like Bane might be hitting that stone again, but it's very distant. You guys are probably down.
Can I tell where it's coming from then?
Yeah, there's only one way. Like there has been no forks or anything in this. You guys are probably a mile and a half down.
Shit. God damn it, they were supposed to wait until we got back up. I hope they don't disturb anything, but is the dwarf dead?
He's dead.
Alright.
If you want to come up and check, you can. But I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Oh no, yeah, I'm where I'm at over here.
That 24, you also like lift up some of the moss where it looked like there was something else over the tips of his fingers, and there seems to be some sort of book, like wipe some of the like dampness and moss away, and there seems to be like some sort of journal that he has. You also find like a writing instrument that's like, it's like kind of, it is metal, and it is rusted to absolute hell. But there seems to be some sort of like book by his hand as well.
Does it look like it would, like all the pages would be done?
The pages are damp. It's hard to tell without opening it.
I guess I'll just take that too.
Okay. Grab that.
Oh, did you find something else over there?
Just a journal.
Weird.
Caught it like back at like the entrance where it like sneaks around and gets, and he's just like, whoa.
Is there like anywhere else, or is that just it?
So with that 24, you also see something else. So again, this hallway of like mushrooms is like about 30 feet deep, about 10 feet wide, and where it like rounds off at the end, it just looks rounded, like it's just like the walls, it's just mushrooms, and it just seems like the cave ends here. But you notice, Nebeka, that there's like a little hole at the bottom where the floor is. It's probably about like this big. It's like a little archway, and you kind of like go over and like peel some of the like hanging moss back from it, and it's just like this little tunnel that goes through. Tiny, like only like this big. It's like a little doorway.
probably tell you to come over here, I guess, at least look at it.
Hey, Johnny, get over
What,
there.
what are you looking at?
This little tunnel underneath where I looked.
You don't think the mushrooms are into it, do you? Alright, I'll come over.
You can see the same thing. Just like a little tunnel at the base of this massive like wall that just seems to like go on. It's kind of hard to tell. You're probably seeing like maybe 10 feet where before like just like the angle kind of like this so you can't see any further.
I was just trying to jerk it around.
What is that for?
Put it in a hole.
To do what?
What did you see?
You can see probably a couple feet. It just looks like stone floor kind of covered with some like moss.
I guess if I can, I would take my, my scimitar and start cutting some of the shrubbery shit away from that.
Okay. Okay. Some of where this like shrubbery that you speak of, some of it's moss. There's other patches of like several different types of mushrooms. You want to chop all that away to see like what's behind it, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So you start like raking some of that away. It's just stone behind. Some of the moss and mushroom patches are probably about like this thick. It's kind of hard, so it is kind of hard to get to, and it seems to be kind of like rooted in. But you're able to just get to the stone. It's just solid.
You try that right now.
No, I haven't, no.
What does the Charlie say?
Is there like title? Is there like any title on it, or is it just like?
No title on the front. No. It's like a blank leather journal. There's no writing on the outside of it.
Alright, then I'll open it, but very gently, I guess.
You're gentle about opening it. The pages are definitely like old and wet to the point where like it would easily like tear, but not like tear in a crisp way, tear in like a just like pull apart kind of way. And there's a bunch of stuff in here about like different mushroom species. I mean, yeah, a bunch of different stuff on mushroom species. You turn to the last page, which is about halfway through the journal. The rest of it seems to be empty. And it looks like he's writing, this male dwarf was writing about the different species of mushrooms that he's finding in this corridor. Do you know Dwarvish?
Mhm.
Okay, so in Dwarvish, he's also writing a lot of these. He wrote these species, and he's also writing. Care clearly must be taken. I must eat these in the right order.
Well, clearly this guy didn't eat them in the right order. Does it say in the notes which one he tried first? I do speak Dwarven as well.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you take like a couple minutes to look this over. It also looks like this guy knew what he was taught. Like this whole journal is a botany journal. Like this guy wasn't some amateur down here. It appears like he knew what he was doing, or knew his way around funguses. Are you proficient in nature?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's alright.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So you take a moment to look around, and you do recognize a lot of these mushrooms, and a lot of these mushroom patches are amongst moss. So it's not like riddled with mushrooms, but there are big patches of different species of mushrooms. None of them are edible. Not a single one. Like eating one of these would mess you up. And you're able, being that you speak dwarf and stuff, you're able to decipher the order that he tried. I would say that you are probably to the point where you're getting close enough to these three fitting in, and probably in the next like 10 minutes you should be able to squeeze through if you want. So I'll let you know when that happens, just in case you guys make a decision. So the mushrooms that he wrote down are Sarcosphaera mushrooms, Helvella mushrooms, ink cap mushrooms, king's rot, namby, and russula. Again, Sarcosphaera looks like this little messed up looking little alien hole, how an alien egg cracks open. On the inside, it's kind of pink. The Helvella ones are like this near black stalk with this little black brain looking thing, almost like a lobe, weird little tuft on the top. The Russula ones are very common looking red cap, with a white stem. The ink caps are like this beige, this very elegant, pretty looking beige mushroom that comes up, and there's black ink like oozing down the edges of the rim. It's really cool looking. The namby mushrooms are the ones giving off that luminescent glow. And the king's rot has this flat table at the top that's glittered with, that has this goldish glitter, and the stem is brown. You know that none of these are edible. And yeah, the way you wrote them is the way that he tried to eat them, in the order that he tried.
When he got to numbers, say 4 or 5 was the right change.
No.
It's pretty cool off there.
Yeah.
Does it have times of what he actually, when he wrote them?
No. There's no date or times. Okay. You could squeeze through now if you really had to. The largest one. Are you guys doing anything? Are you guys waiting?
Let them know that it's big enough that I think we can fit through.
They've been gone for 40 minutes now.
We should go down there and get them.
It does. I would say that it does seem like a long time to just be scouting.
I'll say,
Clement, you're gonna stay? Okay. How do you guys feel about your bard staying?
no, you could stay, because we've already split the party once. I just crawl through the crack. Me
It's not
too.
a crack anymore.
I crawl through the hole.
It's still not holy.
Got it? Everybody's going?
I follow them back.
Go ahead and make a perception checks for me, for those of you that are looking around.
I'll look around. Oh, I'm gonna use one more looks for this.
Okay.
Sit. Make sure you let them know that you
Oh,
are.
Got it.
-1.
Come on, tell me what it is, man. It's already 6.
It's 7. I rolled 2 twos.
Okay, got it.
2 twos.
Okay. Back hidden and back cut and caught
Change the scenario. Yeah, I don't really know the back cut. Looking at his list here, it seems like he may have made these in these order, but obviously it didn't work out. I can't really pick out any pattern.
Is there anything else on there, like it could help us up? Or like like vials of like whatever he had.
Vials? Let's see. I mean, you do see some you do find some glass like vials on him where he's like taking like little specimens of like mushrooms or different like mosses and leaves, and they're capped, but nothing strikes you as like off about that or that it would help you in any way. There's definitely something going on here, especially with like just that misty like glitter in the air, and the fact that you're in this hall is very specifically just like the way that it's canvassed is very specific. As you're looking around, you guys reach this like jut to the right. Clement, you kind of peek around and you see Kata and Nebeka kind of like talking, kind of like looking away from you in this like gorgeous like array of colors. You guys have also felt this like driftiness, by the way. You are all suffering from the poison condition. You also see this like lone mushroom, like in the middle of like the walkway, like about maybe 10 feet behind Kata and Nebeka. It's like the only one that's like tall like that on this like bed of moss. I mean, it's beautiful everywhere else, and then on the floor there's a section where it's just moss and there's a mushroom sitting right there. And but you can see everybody now. And you see the mushroom like move, and like right before, like you're about to say like, "Hey guys, we're here" or whatever, but like you see that little mushroom like move a little.
I don't know what that is.
A pea shooter just.
Yeah, I kind of do.
That's a weird thing. Like those would actually. Well, I like to jump scared.
Are you gonna jump scare?
Okay, how do you do that?
Leave it behind. Boogly boogly.
That's kind of weird.
It's pretty quiet down here. I'm thinking that they would probably like notice you coming. So like as you get about halfway, and you guys are aware that Clement is now in this hallway with you.
I'm gonna pull out the jerk-it rod
That's kind of weird.
and poke the mushroom with it. But that's actually good.
Okay, so you're kind of like the last
I
in.
won't
You
touch
gotta use it.
You get out the jerk-it rod and you poke this mushroom. It's standing about like this tall. It has like a pretty like a red cap, probably about like this large at the top, and its stalk does seem like kind of like thick. You just kind of poke it, and it just kind of like leans forward a little, and then it like goes back and it starts to rotate. And then it rotates like slowly, but you're looking at it as these guys are probably like, starting to like get closer together or whatever. And you do see like like little eye slits, and like little dots where a nose, like little nose holes would be. You don't really see you don't see a mouth, but you see like little eye slits.
He was smile around because like under beetle. Smile around.
It doesn't have a mouth though.
Yeah, I know. But I always said it doesn't hurt if you have it hurts if you don't have
Does it look like it's buried?
The mushroom?
Does it look like it's buried or like have moved from like some time?
You don't remember. You look back and that mushroom wasn't there when you guys walked in. You don't think?
I already know what that is.
Yeah, you roll a 24, you would have saw it.
What were you saying?
I would quietly, not like loud, but just say, hey, you guys, come here. Look at this mushroom. It's got eyeballs.
Well, you should probably kill it.
You're saying that mushroom that just, where'd that even mushroom come from?
It's just here. You didn't notice it when you came in?
No, it wasn't there when we walked through.
Wait, is the dwarf still there though?
Yeah, the dwarf is still there. Yes.
The better question is, why is a mushroom rotating?
Why does it have eyes?
I think the better question is why are the mushrooms? Why are the mushrooms turning to like
You see, like notice the mushroom like going. It's not as tall. It's starting to like crush down almost.
Excuse me. Do you even try to talk to it?
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really seem that you don't hear anything.
No, but like think about it, it might be a way of communicating to the little ballerina spin. Like
No.
these.
See if it reacts here.
I don't want them to violent because it can be loud. Well, I can't play quietly.
It doesn't seem to do anything. It just seems to like shrink a little bit.
Do you think?
It's just a little shorter than it was.
Is there anything else around it? Just moss?
Just moss.
No other mushrooms, plants?
Roll a perception check.
A rolling? What?
14. You do see little indents. There's like a little trail,
Dig a lid. Dig a lid.
like leading out to where it is now. Very faint, but there's a little trail.
Where's the trail coming from?
The left wall.
That's not the same wall as the hole?
No, the hole would be straight ahead.
And try to.
I want to go examine the wall, or where the trail came from.
Oh, okay. It's just up on. If you follow it up the wall, maybe like a foot, like not that far up the wall, and just before the wall gets like vertical, because there's like mushroom and moss that kind of like round it. Like right up here is where it seems to like stop.
And there's nothing I can notice, or like no hole in the wall?
No hole. No.
And you can try to grab it.
You can grab that thing.
Zane gets to try first.
It's starting to like it moves slow. Like you're starting to notice it like take that same trail like back. It seems to like, and it's still like ducked.
Are there any other mushrooms in
No.
I'll be the one to poke it with my finger.
You poke it with your finger? Okay. So you like bend down, you poke it with your finger, and it like kind of, not like a fast jerk, but it does go like this, and then it starts to the cap starts to like vibrate a little bit, and you see this yellow cloud kind of like come out from underneath it, and you can instantly smell it, and it's like it's almost like a cinnamon smell.
Ooh.
But it like catches you in the back of the throat, and you like cough a little bit. And then in your head you hear.
Do I like pass out or anything?
No.
Do I feel fine for the moment?
I mean, you feel a little woozy, but you felt that way since you've gotten halfway down here. And mushroom just stopped for a minute, but now it seems like it's like continuing back to where maybe it was, slowly.
Do we still have a pickaxe? There's really nothing we can help.
Just watch it.
Yeah, no, I would like take 2 steps back, like 6 feet away for COVID.
But you definitely heard something, like you heard something like in your head or in your ears or something. You guys watch it for a little bit and it just goes kind of back to, not exactly where it was, but near where it was, and it just kind of like seems to nestle in. It just stays there.
Did all of us hear it or just?
You guys saw Clinton start to cough, and that was it.
Yeah,
Well, you don't know that, I
we
guess.
didn't see the yellow cloud.
You did see the yellow cloud for sure.
I'll ask them if they felt anything. Don't feel anything?
I'm doing good, but are you?
Oh. Okay,
Kind of sound like you breathe some of it in.
yeah, I think I forgot to do some of it.
It's just back where it was now.
Yep.
It's just-
Pretty close to where it was. Yep, not at the exact spot, but right next to it. It's just chilling.
I'm gonna go up to it and just hold my hand out, see if it walk on my hand.
It does. Slowly it like starts to drift. Then it kind of like it gets a little taller, and then it starts to like wiggle. It like starts to get up on your fingers. It kind of feels like a snail almost. I wouldn't say it tickles. It feels like you don't feel like little like it doesn't feel like it feels like a snail.
Look at this shit, guys, I got a mushroom in my hand. So I'm gonna walk over to that little wall. Put it in front of it.
Mushroom's too big. You're able to put it in front, but you realize instantly that there's no way this mushroom's I would say as you're going over there, I'm assuming you have it like in your hand in front of you.
Yeah.
It does do that vibrate thing again and lets out this like yellowish, like orange cloud, almost like it looks like somebody took cayenne pepper and like threw it in there, and you can instantly smell it. And it's like powder in the throat. It it's hard not to cough, but you do hear the.
Hey, can you understand me now, Mr. Mushroom?
Like you're on mushroom right now.
But whatever this thing shoots out, I can actually hear it, but I can't understand it. Anybody else speak mushroom around here?
Oh my gosh, I actually heard a mushroom. Oh, wow, voice trying. I actually heard a mushroom. It's like, Yeah, if it's seen like any beasts or anything down here, and so like if yes, move a little bit. If no,
Well, I already asked it, they can understand me, I heard what this little purr's doing that, so.
maybe it could. Ask again, yes or no question, and after just saying, if yes, move a little bit. If no, stay still. I have an idea.
Hey, Mr. Mushroom, would you be able to make motions for a yes or no answer?
Does that shiver again? But you don't see any like cloud, any spore cloud be released.
Alright,
Seems like that's an affirmative to a degree.
so how about, you do that little shake for yes, and then nothing for no? Is there anything down here that is like large and beastly scale that may have killed this dwarf over here?
It like takes a minute.
Is it like looking at him?
You get the vibe that it's like I don't know.
You, is there any living creature through that hole?
Like an I don't know, like an indecisive, like I like unsure.
Ask it if it's having a good day. Well, I think because there's like a lot of mushrooms, that means there's something that like helps mushrooms live, like a water source or something like that. So there has to be something.
Well, this little guy, so I'm assuming the dwarf knew something he could eat. The mushrooms would shrink him into a hole. I'm just trying to think of how to ask this thing.
You feel the mushroom like almost like kind of like gripping your hand and trying to like squeeze one way, and that way is like towards Nebetka. Well, actually no, towards whoever has the journal.
And the journal.
Okay, so towards Nebetka.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll bring it over there.
It kind of just, I mean, it takes a minute. This is slow work, guys. It slowly like sleuths off of your hand and like onto the journal. Like it makes its way onto the journal and then comes back onto your hand.
Mr. Mushroom, can eating these mushrooms change my size?
Does that shake again? Like affirmative?
Alright.
What'd he say?
He said yes.
You should bring him to like one mushroom and say, use this bit to make me smaller.
Would you, Mr. Mushroom, would you know which order to eat these mushrooms in, so I don't die?
You're gonna be here for a while.
I don't think the mushroom goes.
I'm gonna read through them all. But like for like the one that's probably the most, not really non-venomous, but like kind of like see which one would have like maybe somewhat of, can be like advantage or a disadvantage.
Hey, hold on. Yeah, we'll kind of use that strategy. So, Mr. Mushroom, I'm gonna hold one of these mushrooms up, and then you tell me yes or no if I should eat it.
You get the feeling the mushroom's telling you the answers in the journal. But other than that, it does not know. Like, if you want to get through there, it's affirmative that eating the mushrooms in the right order will help you through that hole. But other than that, the mushroom understands that this is all bad. Should not eat. Rebecca, you read into the journal a little bit more. You see the species of mushrooms written over and over numerous times in different patterns, different stacks. He tried to figure this out. Like, he spent a long time trying to figure this out. So I would highly suggest looking at these written down. Because you look at the journal, he's trying to figure out what order to go. And he fucked up. So the mushrooms are Sarcosphaera. That's the alien bowl one with the pink center. Helvella, which is the like near black one with like brain looking lobes. There's the Nambi, which is the one that's bioluminescent and giving off light. There's the ink cap, which is a dull beige, really pretty mushroom, but it has like literally black ichor dripping from its edges. There's the Russula, which is a red cap with a white stem. And there's the King's Rod.
I know it. The first time I saw it shrink.
Oh my god.
Got it. Yeah, good job.
Well, maybe we should check the journal to see if he tried that combination yet.
What's the journal say that?
It's in several different orders, but the order that he landed on was the way the order I gave him to you.
So yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, good job, dude. So it's Sarcosphaera. Yeah, Helvella. So you almost had it. So then you just have to eat Russula and ink cap. Not me, that King's Rod.
Can we ask the mushroom if that's the correct order?
Somebody who has inhaled the spores can. Yeah.
Oh, I can try that. Alright, is that the order that I'm supposed to eat the mushrooms to shrink?
It starts to rotate, and then I don't know. Can't see. You realize that he's got no eyes, like he can't really see.
Yeah.
He's got like little slits.
Oh, so he had.
He doesn't have eyeballs. He's not like looking at you. He's not like looking at you fuckers with real eyes. He does not know. He does not know if that's right. Or it. They do not know.
Hey, Cardo, if you want to eat some mushrooms.
Yeah, test subject.
I mean,
If you
I
die,
mean,
then
if
help
they
you.
work, I would, but I need like at least a
You
90%
look
chance.
It's cool.
you look down and this guy's throat, the dwarf's throat is just rotted and gone.
Don't worry, we got antitoxin in that.
I'll eat it. I'll eat them. Cool.
You're gonna eat them?
Glenn, you want to eat them?
Yeah.
Alright, awesome.
You want some?
We're walking away if something bad happens.
You want to eat them?
No, you're eating them. You know what I mean?
I do have a potion with you.
Right.
So
Help someone.
you'll definitely have to depend on somebody that's proficient in nature to find these for you, because they are very specific. So anybody who's proficient in nature is able to figure out which one's the ink cap, which we've already been over, because I know that Kata is able to like go around and like kind of gather these. all of them, let you all know which ones they are.
Here's the first one.
I do not trust.
Here's the second one.
That first one
Yeah.
tastes like vomit.
Black.
It's bad.
Here's the elbow one.
The second one doesn't taste bad, but going down, your tongue starts to feel fuzzy.
No, my tongue does not feel good, bro.
Now this ugly fucker right here is the Rusula.
That one
Yeah.
starts to burn.
Ah,
Like
this
it's like
burns.
hot. Like it's
This
like
burns.
Oh shit, here, eat the ink cap quick.
this one is hard to swallow. It like that black ichor. It's like a octopus kind of sticking to the back of your throat. Like you try, it takes like 3 gulps to try to swallow it.
Alright, so far, homie. Alright, there's another meat.
Okay.
We died.
As you're chomping on this one, you guys can see like his teeth got little bits of like the bioluminescent shit on. His teeth are kind of like got that like glow stick look to them. You swallow that one and it's starting to get hard to breathe.
One last one, can you run?
God damn it. No,
Sorry.
what's the number now?
Okay. You get that one down. It's hard to breathe. I think you guys start to see like this look of panic on Clement. And he's starting to wheeze. And then
One more minute.
his wheeze. Here, I'll give you an inspiration for the wheezing. His wheeze starts to get higher pitched, and he starts to like his jaw almost looks like it's dislocating, and then it comes back, and he just starts to like almost like melt and shrink in like this really like unambiguous way. Like at one point one arm is larger than the other. It's like really fucked up looking, almost like you're on like some weird like drug trip or something. And then he gets down to the point where he's like this tall.
Alright, no, we put him in this one.
You get the
Oh, God damn, he can fit through the hole.
But no, he looks like that though.
Who wants to eat with me
What's
now?
No, he looks like a squished raisin.
Oh, this isn't permanent. How do you feel, Clement? My voice feels a little bit lower now.
You actually can't hear him.
Oh, God.
Oops.
Wait,
Okay,
so is it similar to the mushroom?
He's smaller than the mushroom.
No, I mean, no, it sounds like
Oh no, it's like I mean you can like literally like almost not hear him. Like you're aware that he's probably trying to say something, but it is like indiscernible.
Okay, we completed this campaign. Doesn't have to talk. Okay, so
Before we all do this, let's check the journal again to see if there's anything that's gonna make it grow. If we can find anything.
does it spell out bigger
Or we
or
could just
something?
put him in a vial at this point.
We need to find
Okay,
something
but
that smells like water.
But I guess I'll probably slowly check at it.
You've looked at it pretty good now. You don't see anything about that.
I am not taking it.
So, like what happens if he goes into the tunnel and then he's gross?
That'd be pretty funny.
Oh, God. Then he's stuck in there.
I guess you're sort of
Go, buddy, go. We just see a little guy like.
You start making your way to the hole. You're to the hole. It is like this archway that looks like it's like 3 times your size, and the moss coming off of it is like as thick as like tree trunks. It's huge. And what you're running on is like it feels like you're running on a trampoline. And each time you step on the trampoline, your shoes get wet. The leather boots over your feet are like getting wet. It's like, yeah. Are you going through? Okay. Clement's gone. You see him run through the hole.
Alright, starting in the meantime, I'm gonna start collecting individual piles of all the mushrooms and then put them in order.
Okay.
So everyone knows which order to eat it in.
Are there enough mushrooms for everyone?
There's a lot of mushrooms. Yes.
Is there any, after I pick the 6, is there any other weird mushroom besides the talking one in this room?
You realize all of the mushrooms in this hallway are only those species outside of the moss and lichen. And you're also positive that you did not see those species of mushrooms in the rest of the cave. It is this hallway that has them.
Can I look for something? Is there like any other cracks like on the top of the ceiling?
There's none.
Alright, no idea.
What did you say?
I'm gonna eat them.
You're gonna eat them? Okay.
Okay.
You guys, yeah? Anybody not eating them?
I'll eat them. What the hell?
Rebecca? Okay. Everybody starts shuffling.
Wait, do we at least put the mushroom down?
You get to the
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, you would probably just drop
Okay,
it.
yeah. You get to the point where you get to the ink cap, and you really start to understand what Clement was having an issue with. It's like trying to swallow a suction cup. It's bad, and it's to the point where like you feel like, oh no, like I'm gonna choke. Like I'm literally gonna choke on this. But eventually you all like experience this really like weird dizziness, and you are little tiny people.
Like you're like far away.
You run up to the little hole. You pass the massive like dead dwarf. He's like huge compared to you. You could fit up his nostril.
Oh, no.
And you just start running through this hallway.
Before I get in, I just like do this with the little mushroom. Further away, you can't even see me.
You kind of see it like sprout up like this and like go like this to the side a little bit.
You just see a sadistic smile on his face.
You guys get through the other side, and it's just like
Put Carson's picture in the back, but
you get through the other side and it just opens up like huge. And as you guys like walk through like the edge of the small tunnel, you guys feel almost like you trip over yourself, and you look back and there's no like step or anything. And you're just like looking around, and you can't even like it feels so big that you can't even like really see anything. It seems like this black like abyss that you're in. The floor is like stone and lichen. It looks kind of feels and looks like slick. Everything else is just like black. You take a couple more steps and you feel like this really big like rush of wooziness. And before you know it, you're like everything's coming into like clear sight again. Like you can see each other, and the ground is like wet stone. You're in this like big black like cavern that's like for the most part like pretty spherical. It's probably like 2 or 3 football fields wide and around. Like it's about 200 yards, 225 yards round. Ceiling's probably about maybe 80 to 100 feet high, and it's just shit hanging from it, like massive like clumps of moss and riddled with like mushrooms and some bioluminescent stuff that's happening. And the center of this like cavern area is like a small still pond or lake, for the most part circular. It's probably about maybe 20-30 yards between you and it. The walls are just covered in like thick moss and like lichen. It's almost like a rainforest in here, but none of it is trees, none of it is plants. It's all mosses and lichens.
Normal yards or yards compared to us?
Well, when you first walk through, you like stumbled, and it was just like pitch black. You didn't really, everything was too far away. And now you look down and there's a little hole at the base of the floor.
Okay, we're regular size now.
Yeah, they just. God, that was so fucking weird.
Yeah, I think I felt having to do it without the group.
I think you felt fine.
I think you're alright.
You still have your violin?
Do I?
Yeah, everything
Yeah,
you
just
had
make sure
shrunk
it's
with you.
Oh, dang.
Wait, you wanted your violin to be gone?
No.
That glitter that you saw in that hallway is really good. Like it's almost like a fog, but it's like, you know, it's not like, I mean, it is humid in here, but you know what's floating through the air is like spores. Make a perception check. 22. The lake itself, for a moment, it's hard to tell that it's even water because it's so still. It's reflecting the ceiling, and the ceiling is just like, parts of it are just like hanging down. Like you probably can't reach any of it, but some of it's hanging down like 10 feet, 20 feet in areas. It's just, you do notice that there's what did you roll? A 23? 22. Something about the pond or this lake seems off. I'm gonna text message you something.
Oh, that's making it
Yeah, there's something about the lake that gives you, it just doesn't seem right, or like makes you think of something else. Also makes you remember why you're here. But even on a 23 or 22 from where you stand, like, and all of this just looks the same. It's just like this cave of like thick moss, not just thick moss, but like some of this moss is like really thick in areas. 22 is pretty high. 22 is pretty high. There is part of a wall. It's like, looks like it's on the other side, but it's hard to tell. Because it's at first it looks like it's on the opposite wall, but that's like a few hundred yards away. It almost looks like an axe or something that's like hanging, that's like stuck in the moss on one of the walls. But then you realize that it's hanging from like this thick mat of like moss that's like dripping down. There seems to be some sort of like large axe that's kind of like just stuck in it, like something stuck in a spider's web. That's about it. It's really thick with moss in here, and it's hard to see or make anything out.
Oh, I thought like can I look in it? Is it clear? Okay.
You guys follow to a degree or no?
I'll say that.
I love it because I want similar, but not the same thing, but I kind of want to see if I can see a reflection from the ceiling.
Okay.
I will follow, but be like 2 feet away just in case something happens.
Okay.
I'll be right next to him.
So some of you guys get up to the lake. Bane is the closest one to looking in it. and you can see yourself in it. It's like you can see through it a little bit, and it does look to just get deeper and deeper. It looks like it's stone floor, and then it just keeps getting deeper and deeper. But at the same time, like you can also like choose not to look through it and just see the mirror that it is. You see yourself, and you can see like all the colors and greens in the ceiling of this place. It's just like the stillest water you've ever seen.
It's like gradually, I suppose.
It looks pretty gradual. You can look out, if you choose to look through it rather than the reflection, it looks like you start to lose the depth at probably about maybe 3.5, 4 feet out. It gets too deep to the point where like you can't really see the bottom. It's fairly gradual, but not like super gradual.
Hey guys, how come you didn't tell me I had a zip forming on my nose?
A little crazy.
Still,
Do you need me to pop it, dude?
I think it's supposed to be kind of after mouths it on.
it's a high pitch.
You should probably push you in the leg then. And go on out there. It might help, I'm not gonna lie.
Even if you have that you don't have cigar.
How big is this?
Because I don't do that kind of stuff.
It's about like a football field and a half wide, and it's not a perfect circle, but it's pretty close. It's 150 feet or 150 yards.
Does the ceiling look different in like the reflection?
Make a perception check.
That walks in 3.
And it's pretty gnarly. I mean, from what you can tell, like it's just a direct mirror of what's above.
Is there any columns coming down to the floor to the ceiling?
No solid columns. It just looks like, you know how like old man beard and stuff kind of lost, like kind of starts to like droop off of like hemlocks and shit. It's like that up there, but just thick in areas, real thick. Some areas are less thick than others, but I mean that's how the walls are too. And there are mushrooms, like you do see some color, but a lot of it's just different types of like a green moss and like beige moss and stuff.
Is there any like kind of flat stones laying around?
Make a investigation check.
I'm gonna wanna cast Mage Hand and get like tap the water.
Okay. 11. You do find like a pattern. It's not like a flat stone. Like it wouldn't be a good skipping stone. But you do find like it's pretty hard to find like a loose piece of stone in here. It's all very like damp.
I'll just chuck it out like that.
Okay. As you're chucking that out in the lake, you see Cardoc's Mage Hand kind of like go out and tap the surface of the water. And you guys kind of notice this at the same time. The stone just kind of like hits it, and then like it almost wants to bounce, but it doesn't. And it just kind of like slows down and then eventually falls. And your mage hand like taps it, and like, you know how like if you're in a bathtub or you're in like a really still lake, how the surface of water is like almost like sticky.
Yeah.
It's like that, but real sticky. Like your mage hand goes like this, and the water like it's like more viscous than like the normal surface of water should be.
Almost like clear jelly.
Yeah.
Drink it.
And the ripples don't like go out, you know, it's just like the ripples kind of like stop where it was.
I have a feeling that there's something in
Yeah,
Okay. I'm taking on risks. So,
You can, Rebecca, that axe hanging from the moss catches your eye now too. It's like, it looks like a battle axe, like it's like really old. And just has like lichen and moss just like caked to it. It's definitely a battle axe.
Is there anything like around it?
It's just suspended from the ceiling with moss over the lake.
I would like to, with mage hand, see it and just like try to like pull it down.
You take the mage hand all the way up to the axe. Okay, that is about 60 to 70 yards away and about 45 feet up in the air. Does your mage hand have a? Can you see your mage hand?
Is it like, are you asking if the spell like you see it or?
Can you read the spell to me?
Yeah. Loading hand appears at a point within range. The hand lasts for the duration. The hand vanishes if it is ever more than 30 feet away from you, or you cast the spell, or if you cast the spell again.
Okay, that's all I need. Okay, so you guys see Zane's or Kardak's mage hand like slowly like float up to this axe, and you're trying to like pull on it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it down.
Okay. I have a question. Well, that's fine. So your mage hand goes up and tries to grab onto like the axe, which is actually just like covered in moss. You start to like yank on the moss, and you do see it like move a little bit, kind of like it's springy. And then all of a sudden, the axe starts to like lift up, like slow. And the axe just kind of like disappears up inside of this like moss ceiling. And then a lot of the bioluminescence from the ceiling starts to get real dim. Like things kind of go dark up there. And it almost is like a shadow, kind of like creeps across the walls on the right and the left side of the cavern. You look over and it's just like the luminescence is gone. It's like a curtain's closing. But across the way you can still see the luminescence. And something's definitely shifting up on the ceiling. It kind of like this shadow like kind of encompasses you almost. And something like across the lake to the right, and then you see like these large gems kind of light up and like look directly at you. And the light from these like big gem like eyes show you that there's like these massive green clawed hands, dragon hands, like on the surface of not the lake, but the side of the lake. And they're just like staring at you. And then you see like over the lake, like this large mass of like moss with the axe kind of attached to the end of it, kind of like drifts across the lake and then like back and disappears. Where is the guardian of Anthony? And there's like this warm breath that just like blasts out over the lake and like hits all of you.
We can understand it already.
Oh yeah, it's like speaking common. I have a question. It is 6:53. Are you guys okay with maybe going till 7:20, or should we stop?
I just want to hear what.
I want to keep going.
I- Okay. Okay. Were you gonna say something?
Oh, I guess I would kind of say, like, that doesn't matter right now. People are coming and we're here to try to protect you.
You see like that shadow, the darkness kind of like gets up. Like now instead of it like coming down from the ceiling, the shadow like seems to like come up from the floor. And you see the dragon's eyes like lift up, and she like gets up and like scoops down in your face and just stares at you. And then all of a sudden you see this, the tail of this dragon like comes out and knocks you. It's gonna like hit you and knock you over. Make a make it. Oh, Jesus Christ! What's this called? No. Make an initiative roll. Roll for initiative. She rolls a 23.
21.
Okay. This is gonna hit you.
Does it do anything if I cast shields?
You want to use your reaction to cast shield?
Yeah.
What did you roll?
I rolled.
Well, that was for wow, I'm having a complete brain fart here. That was to see who went first. That was for initiative. So it still needs to see if it hits you, okay? This is going to be a 24 to hit. So is shield healthy or no? Okay.
And in the middle of its like swing, I would like to say, we're not here to hurt you.
Okay. That tail, that mawson tail, stops like 6 inches from your face. Just like this, and it just stops. And like, it almost like, just the displacement of air almost knocks some of you on your ass. And it starts to creep away. Take the antidote somewhere else then. It does matter. Because I asked. Where is the guardian of the edge? Speak up, fools. There's more than one tiny mouth here, but one big enough for all of you.
The Guardian got captured and people tormented him to get the truth about, I'm pretty sure you and where you're located, so we got here as fast as we could to try, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be people here to try to kill or slay you or whatever else is in this cave.
Make a persuasion check. Is anybody else saying anything?
Yeah.
This thing is huge, by the way.
I'm going to use all my looks for this.
Okay. As he's saying this, its wings like kind of like stretch out across the lake and kind of like fold back in. This dragon is like, you can tell by how like just narrow and alive its features are. It must be female. There's moss just like almost in like a beard, kind of like some of those geckos that have like weird like leaf-like beards. It's like that. You can see like some of the scales and stuff are actually like mushrooms. that are like embedded into it.
I got a
22. Is that her? Okay. Maybe you should have fled with something like that. It kind of like crosses its arms like this and kind of nestles down against the wall, and it's just kind of like, it's almost as long, like its tail, you realize, as it's like wrapping itself against the wall, its tail wraps all the way around, and you can see the tail like maybe like 30, 40 feet down from you, just kind of like rested up against the side of the cabin wall, just kind of like blended in with the rest of the light. Speak more on why exactly you are here, how you found me. I see your chosen words. This is
Don't do
good.
that. No, don't.
This is good. What? My patience wanes.
I guess we, well not, I guess, but we came here because maybe they bring like more people than you can handle, and there's not many of your kind left in this world. We're trying to help you as much as we can.
From above you are. And just how many are there left?
Do you mean?
Dragons.
We don't know the entire number, but there's an estimate amount, sort of. Can I try to roll to see if I know how many dragons are like dead or something?
There could be anywhere between 5 and 20.
Left?
Okay. So we can pick up with that, okay? Yeah. The last question was, she asked how much, and you said 5 to 20, right?
Yep. Can we level up?
What? You don't know. It depends on how this goes. That's a bummer. That's not the best place to. Ugh.
Stop. But I don't use it. But I'm able to use it.